Hey, Jenny.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. I'm good. Wow, your background's even better than it was last time I saw it. I love the dark. It's awesome.
Yeah, I finally got to cleaning my room a bit and not using a virtual one anymore.
Nice. Yeah, I remember this morning when I started, I was like, what I was going to do over the weekend was clean my desk. And I didn't realize that I completely forgot. This morning, I was like, oh, I still need to clean my desk.
It happens.
Certainly does. Yeah, Cloud.
Hello.
Oh, so Kelly is on its way, but we are over time, so I'm going to get going. So there's a bunch of announcements there that you can all read, lots of time off, which is good. Mostly just to be aware on those things that if that means you're blocked on anything, so if you find yourself without somebody to do that, you need to do something, just give Michaela and I a shout, and we'll do what we can to help unblock things. It is just as people are off, that's fine. We reduce our capacity, so we do expect some things will be moving a little bit slower. But even so, give us a shout if that stuck you. So on discussion things then. So A is really just I'd love to get some feedback, right? So for the last few months, some period of time, we've been posting team priorities in Slack and putting them on the updates issue. Now we will be sort of actively trying to change this stuff as we move more into working independent teams. But on how things are going at the moment, our rough goal is to try and make it a little bit easier so that in amongst all of the projects going on and the issues that are in progress, we have a way of kind of highlighting, like, here's the really top priority stuff. But I'd love to hear if anyone has any thoughts or feedbacks, comments, either now or in one-to-ones, or, you know, like pings on Slack of, are there any ways we can make this clearer or improve the kind of current sharing of priorities? Nope. Okay, awesome. So we will definitely be changing this up in the next like month or two, because hopefully one of the goals of the team split is we won't have so much stuff in flight. That's kind of the intention behind it. So having two smaller teams hopefully means that we'll have maybe one or two projects in place and everybody will be working on that project. So hopefully this stuff just gets easier anyway. But if you have any thoughts before then, feel free to just give Michaela or I a shout. Cool. And then B is a bit of an updatey one. I just wanted to double check that everyone had seen this. So I have been rolling out a change to alter the way we open incidents for deployment related problems. There are a couple of pieces that have changed as a result of this. One is that we will only need to raise an incident if we genuinely need the engineer on call, or if we need to use dev escalation. So there will be lots of other cases where we need to do something on a deployment. Either it's broken and we want to track that it was broken, or the more common one is the tests fail and we need to work with quality. And both of those cases have been working quite well to raise an issue in our release issue tracker. Quality have been collaborating there with us. We've also got examples of GitLab working with us there, and other teams as well. So that's been working quite well, and it removes an awful lot of the admin that goes with an incident. So that's just easier for us as well. And then the other piece is we will no longer, when we do need an incident, so great example is if, say, tests fail, we raise an issue in the release issue tracker, quality take a look, they come back and say, actually, it's not the tests, it's environment. We would at that point raise an incident, but we wouldn't default that to be a severity 2 incident. And that allows our incident tracking metrics to become much more accurate than what they currently are. So in that case, we would raise an incident and we would use the handbook to choose an appropriate severity. It's probably going to be an S3 or an S4 for something that's affecting staging. There's no users affected on that. But I have introduced the delivery impact label, which we can use as an optional label. So that gives you a way of, even if it's like a severity 4 late incident, being able to kind of indicate everything in delivery is blocked on this, and then we can use that to escalate if we need to. So lots of changes, they are all documented. If you have any troubles, please give us a shout, right? And we can figure out. None of these things can't be adjusted. So do shout if you're rating an incident and you're not sure if you got the right labels or any troubles at all like that. Cool. Any questions on that one? Nope. Okay, great stuff. I'm sure there will be lots of edge cases on that. And there's quite possibly some pieces that I haven't managed to update. I did update quite a lot of the handbook and the docs, but that information is quite fairly like spread out. So if you do see anything I've missed, please either open an MR or give me a shout. Awesome. So I don't think we have any release managers. So we can skip 3. I can't see joining. So Akbar, do you want to do a run through on any of the release manager things?
My internet is not stable, so I'm not sure if this is gonna work or not, but I will try. Let me give it a try. So, I hope you can see my screen. So starting with the auto-deploy packaging, let me minimize these stuff. We had like a rough start of the week last week, I think because of incidents, but we went through mid of the week and then like everything was fine until we had the PCL. As you can see here. And yeah, number of deployments per day was good. Also like was a little bit hard for production at the beginning of the week, but still went smooth remainder of the week basically. And deployment frequency. You see this basically the internet was really good the whole day, but it would be slow at the beginning.
So I think your internet's breaking up a bit, Ahmad. I think we're straining the bandwidths you've got.
Let's get this started next week. Because like my internet seems unstable.
No worries. Just do you want to stop sharing your screen and see if that maybe helps?
Yeah.
No, I've lost him. He's out of bandwidth. Okay, cool. Great. Well, I put together deployment blockers for last week, and that is looking quite healthy. One thing which would be great is for us to find a way to pull all of these things, these metrics together. So I think that'd be something we can look at in the next few months, so that at the moment it's very manual, gathering all these bits of data together and analyzing them. So having a way to set that up so it's a bit more self-serve will be a good addition. Awesome. So anyway, based on those things, in conclusion, we're not going to adjust direction. We only have a couple of things on our kind of top priorities list, and they are responding to container registry requests and post-deploy migrations. So they will continue to be our focus. So does anyone have anything else they want to bring up in this recording? Nope. Okay, I'll stop the recording.